Oh, these screws that somebody stripped out? I didn't strip them out. I don't strip out screws.
Of course not.
Are you videoing? No. Somebody else stripped them out ahead of time. It wasn't me. Use the right size bit, they won't strip out. But anyway, a Phillips won't fit in there anymore. So I'm going to take the grinder and grind a notch. And then I can hopefully fit my flathead in there.
Ooh. Just like that. How have we been married all these 18 years and all the screws that I've stripped out, and I've never seen this before?
You know how to use a grinder?
No. I mean, hey, it's push a button. So now, Garrison, someday when you're married and your wife strips out screws, but I did not strip out these screws, by the way. I didn't even touch them. But when your wife someday strips out screws, now you know the trick. Because you would never strip out screws, would you, Garrison?
How do you do that?
When the screw just kind of wears out down, or the screwdriver wears down the metal, and it doesn't grab anymore.
Yeah, deal with other people's stupidity.
So we're taking out this middle part here, so before we can lay down the floor, the rest of the subfloor. And that's probably as much of the floor as we're going to take out based on pictures that we've seen others have done in stripping all of the floor out. It's not going to give us any.
It would be cheaper for me to run a diesel heater in the basement and just heat the floor that way than it would be to spend 2 weeks tearing out the floor.
Yeah.
Now I grab a pry bar, because a screwdriver is not a pry bar.
Nope. Neither is a knife.
Knife sometimes, yeah.
Knives do walk.
Well, until you break the tip of your knife.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
See, I broke the tip on this yesterday. And I just reground it.
Yeah, Dad.
Would you expect that from a knife guy?
I normally don't. I don't even know how it broke. It was one of those.
Oh, yeah.
So in the middle of the bus, they have a door on the top lid from here back. You can access all the air lines and coolant lines. In front where the tires are, that's why they have this.
What did you do for screwing? Did you do anything special for screwing the boards in place?
Self-tapping screws. Because I've been finding a bunch of these, so I'm using them. These are a must. So this I'm just using scrap wood to fill in here. And then this plank is scrap also, it's 1/2 inch. It'll just fill this gap. I'm just letting these float out into no man's land for now. And I'll cut them off depending on what we do, or I'll fill in more. I'm not sure yet. So I'm just using up scrap. It's going to go all adhesive glued. It's not the exact proper way to do it, but it's free. So instead of going and buying all new wood to make this perfect, I could get all new 2x and fill all this in, and it's not going to matter. We're floating a floor over it. It's just to fill in a dead air space. So.
Oh yeah. And this is the bathroom.
Because I know someone's going to be like, this is wrong. They always do.
Okay, so we just have some old fiberglass bat insulation that we had up in the barn. from a different project.
And it's
And
new in a bundle, which is left over.
yeah. So we're just gonna fill this part of insulation. This is a part of the bus that we can't actually access from inside or underneath. So we're going to add some extra insulation to it here, just because it's gonna be a main living space.
Looks cozy.
I was just thinking the same thing. If you didn't know better, fiberglass, it's not good for your skin. Well, your skin is very calloused. So now which parts are you gluing? Just where the plywood's gonna go down?
Also these skinny ends that I wasn't able to get screws in,
Okay.
I'm just gobbing some in there. So when it sets, it won't be squeaky. It's gonna pop in.